close my eyes.
Yes, guys, welcome back. Hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for joining me again this evening, guys. So, guys, we had a bit of breaking news earlier from Sky Sports itself, over in Sky Sports in Germany as well, are now saying that Xabi Alonso is apparently going to talk to Bayern Munich. And it's got the Liverpool fans talking, so we're going to chat about it as well. We're going to chat about if it will happen, what's the circumstances of Liverpool if it does, and all that sort of stuff. But before we start, don't forget to go and smash the like, subscribe. Big up to everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. Share the video. You know what to do around here, guys. And also, before we start, so some breaking news just before we started here. So, Dave O'Cop, I believe, has put it out on his Twitter, and I think I've seen it on a few others actually just now. Jesus Christ, that light is bright, man. That Mohamed Salah is meant to be back in training tomorrow. So apparently the rumours are breaking at this moment in time is that Mohamed Salah is back in training tomorrow, which will be massive, having Mo Salah back in training. For me, if Mo Salah's back in training, I would play him on Thursday in Europa League to get him up to a bit, get into match fitness before the game on Sunday against Manchester City, in my honest opinion. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. But big up to everyone in chat. Thank you for joining me. It's a late night video, so, you know, we enjoy these late night vids. Thank you very much for joining me this afternoon as well, or this evening at 6 o'clock. I do appreciate it. I had my rant on the Liverpool Nottingham Forest fiasco. I had my rant on the Nottingham Forest fans. It's all cool. Yeah, I had to go, man. I had to go. So if you haven't seen that and you like an hour rant, go and watch that video from 6 o'clock this evening where I just tear Newcastle fans a new one. Go and watch that, and we talk about Alexis McAllister as well. In my opinion, has been just as good as a signing for Liverpool as Declan Rice has been to Arsenal. But no one mentions it. So not a lot of people agree with me. I was talking to people on Twitter. My man G, big up G, doesn't agree with it. A lot of people don't agree with it. They don't think he has been. But in my honest opinion, I think Alexis McAllister has been mint this season. Now, we've got to sit down and talk about Xabi Alonso. So as I said, Sky Sports pretty much went live, breaking news, talking about that. Xabi Alonso, like Sky Sports Germany, are talking about that Xabi Alonso wants to talk to Bayern Munich about becoming their new head manager, and Bayern Munich want to have discussions with, obviously, Bayer Leverkusen about this. So it's coming from Sky Sports News. It's also coming from Sky Germany as well. Sky in Germany are talking about this as well. So there's a lot of news regarding this. There's other people that are starting to pick it up. I believe it came from an article on Court Offside as well, said it. And if you know about Court Offside, Fabrizio Romano is one of their main editors on that website as well. So there's a lot of big people talking about this situation right now with Xabi Alonso. Now, if you've watched my videos, hang on, let me just get this out of the way with never compare Declan Rice to McAllister again. That's a crime within itself. Shadow King, please. I just need to get this off my chest because this really does my head in. Why is no one allowed to compare to Declan Rice? I don't get where this Declan Rice is amazing. No one can be near him stuff. Alexis McAllister for Liverpool has just done as well for Liverpool as Declan Rice has done for Arsenal. It's not about comparing. It's about what McAllister has done for Liverpool in that midfield and turned us around. The job he's done is just as good as the job Declan Rice has done for Arsenal. I'm not even slag Declan Rice off. He's a fucking good footballer. But everyone talks about all the media. Everyone talks about Declan Rice, as they should, because he's a tremendous player. But no one gives McAllister the same kind of grievance when McAllister's done it all season for Liverpool, when we are where we are in the league and in every single competition. McAllister's been a massive part of that. Massive part of that in our team. Declan Rice has 5 goals and 5 assists and has been a machine in the middle. Yeah, that's cool. It's not all about stats, though, my friend. It's not all about stats. McAllister has done 2 roles for us this season. Played the 6, played the 8. He's been tremendous for Liverpool. Frank Lampard had better stats than Zinedine Zidane. Who's the better midfielder? Frank Lampard had more assists and goals than Zinedine Zidane. But would you pick Frank Lampard over Zinedine Zidane? It's about what you do to the team. McAllister transformed our side. You can't sit here and pretend that Liverpool aren't transformed this season. And it's partly thanks to people like Alexis McAllister, because I keep saying this. Last season, Liverpool had the same goalkeeper, same defence and same forward line. Nothing's changed there. The only thing that's changed this season is the midfield. And one of the big pros of that is Alexis McAllister. The man cost 35 million from Brighton and has done a job in that midfield as equally as good as one Declan Rice for Arsenal. I don't understand the issue with it. I really don't. I don't understand the issue with it. So does that work for Hazard and Salah? Hazard is one of the greatest Premier League players of all time. Again, I don't see the issue here. I don't get the issue. Declan Rice has been amazing for Arsenal, and Alexis McAllister has been amazing for Liverpool. This is my whole argument. I'm not saying he's better. I'm saying he's just done as good for our club as Declan Rice has done for your club. Do you see what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying he's better or anything like that as a footballer. I'm saying what McAllister's done for Liverpool this season, coming in on his debut season, is equal to like what Declan Rice has done for Arsenal. It's made your teams better. Yeah. Arsenal better, Liverpool better, 2 brand new midfielders. That's what I'm trying to say, man. That's what I'm trying to say, my friend. That's what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say, my friend. That's all I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to say. No one's having a go at Declan Rice. Declan Rice is a very, very good footballer. I've not once slagged him off. I think he's been a tremendous footballer. I'm just talking about that. All the media and everyone talks about what Declan Rice has done for Arsenal, and rightly so, because Declan Rice has been fantastic. But then I look at someone like Alexis McAllister, cost 35 million, and has completely changed our midfield and the way we play now in that area. played the 6, did a job there. Now playing the 8, doing an even better job there. Do you see what I mean? So it's not about who's better in each player. I agree, McAllister's been good for me. He's been a steal. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Shadow King. See what I'm saying? I think you agree now. You understand what I'm trying to say. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. It's about me bigging up my player as well at the end of the day. Right. Let's get on with it. Xabi Alonso. So, look, I've been on record and saying I hope Xabi Alonso joins Liverpool Football Club after Jurgen Klopp leaves, because for me, Xabi Alonso joining Liverpool Football Club keeps the place happy. You know, look, us fans, a lot of Liverpool fans, they go feel a bit down. They go feel a bit down when Jurgen Klopp leaves. It's going to happen. He's our version of Bob Paisley. He's this generation's Bob Paisley. Our granddad's brought up with Bob Paisley. And Bill Shankly, sorry. Bill Shankly, not Bill Paisley. Bill Shankly. Our granddad's brought up with Bill Shankly. Tell you the stories of Bill Shankly. And now with Jurgen Klopp, we're going to tell the same stories to our grandchildren about Jurgen Klopp. You know what I'm saying? Our granddad's Bill Shankly this, Bill Shankly that. We've got a statue of him. We've read about him. We idolise him, even if we've never seen him. And in the future, our grandchildren are going to learn about Jurgen Klopp. That's how much he means to the Liverpool fan base, yeah? And it's going to be emotional when he leaves. And it's going to be hard to take when he goes. We know this, right? So you need a manager to come in that keeps the happiness in the club, yeah? That keeps everyone's morals high and morale high. Not morals. Their morale high. Keeps your morale high, yeah? And Xabi Alonso is probably that guy because he's got an affinity with the football club already. He's played for the football club. He loves the football club and he respects the football club. So it's an easy, you know, the fans will back him straight away. You know, yes, Klopp's leaving, but Xabi Alonso's coming in. It'll keep our morale up. It will keep our morale up. People will be happy about it. The style of football he plays right now is fantastic. I think he's like 10 points. You know, I think he's 10 points clear of Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga. He's doing bits, still not lost this season. He's doing fantastic. He's got obviously an amazing career in front of him. He's probably one of the top young managers in world football right now, yeah. And he suits Liverpool down to the ground. There's no doubt about it. But I went on this premise that Alonso would be the right choice for Liverpool before I knew that Bayern Munich would be looking to get rid of Tuchel this season. Then we heard news that Barcelona are going to get rid of Xavi this season. So Xavi's leaving Barcelona, Tuchel's leaving Bayern Munich. That's two ginormous football clubs that are going to need a new manager in the summer. With Liverpool, that's 3 that are going to need a new manager in the summer. You know, with Real Madrid, I think Ancelotti probably stays for one more season, and then they're probably looking for a new manager as well. So there's 3 massive clubs in world football that need a new manager. And before all that, when we were talking about Xabi Alonso, it looked like it was just Liverpool. You know, Liverpool in the race of Xabi Alonso, it looks like they think they can do. And then we hear the news about Bayern Munich and Tuchel's going to leave. And then when you see the job that Tuchel's done, he's done a terrible job at Bayern Munich. He falls out of all the players. Everyone always hates him, you know, and yeah, big up to Shadow King, actually. Big up Shadow King for bigging up. For me as a neutral, the Liverpool player of the season has to be Nunes, always turning up for you. Like, big up Shadow King. I appreciate that because we're Darwin stains over here. We love Darwin, so big up for you that. So, but with Bayern Munich's news now, it's an interesting one because, you know, Xabi Alonso obviously played for Bayern Munich. He played for Liverpool. He played for Real Madrid. I mean, that's, you know, he started his career obviously at Real Sociedad. That was his career. Moved to Liverpool, moved to Real Madrid, and played for Bayern Munich. That is an incredible 3 teams, especially Liverpool, Munich, and Bayern and Madrid that he's played for. 3 incredible sides. I think he's played under Rafa Benitez, Mourinho, and Pep Guardiola. Some of the greatest coaches and managers ever. He's got a wealth of knowledge playing under them sort of managers, playing for them sort of teams. He's a winner. You know, his trophy haul is mad. He's won everything. He's wherever he's been. Multiple Champions Leagues, league titles, domestic cups. I think he's won the World Cup with Spain. He's part of that World Cup team. He's won everything. He's, he's a winner. He's an absolute winner. And when that happens, no, the news ain't confirmed at the moment, Gang of Deep. It's by so Sky. If you not seen it, so Sky Sports News did a breaking news stuff earlier, and it's coming out from Sky Germany. So Sky Germany are saying at the moment. So this is that's why I've got the question mark at the end of the title, because cover yourself. So yeah, that's why there's a question mark there. But apparently this is coming out from Sky Germany. And Sky Sports News also picked it up with breaking news in the last couple of hours. And with Bayern Munich looking for a new manager, what do Bayern Munich usually do, guys? What do Bayern Munich usually do when they either need a new manager or they're looking around for some top talent in Germany? They always look for the second or third best team in Germany and nick their talent. They did it with Leipzig that time. They took their manager. Look at Borussia Dortmund days when Borussia Dortmund were competing with Bayern Munich. What did they do? They took all their players. Mario Götze, Hummels, Lewandowski all went to Bayern Munich. This is what Munich do. They do this on the daily. Whoever's doing well in Germany, take their best teams. They take their managers. They take their players. They run German football, man. They run German football. It's always the way it's been. They monopolise that league. And this season, it looks like Alonso's going to take that away. The last team to win the German league was Borussia Dortmund under Jurgen Klopp. And that was almost 10 years ago or 11 years ago. I think Bayern Munich won 11 on the bounce. Or 10 on the bounce, something like that. So Jurgen Klopp's Borussia Dortmund was the last team to beat Bayern Munich to the title in Germany. And obviously this is Jurgen Klopp's 9th year with Liverpool. So that's how long it's been. That's madness. Continued domination of that league. And it looks like Xabi Alonso's about to break that. So it is where we stand. Bayern Munich are doing the dirty tactics, in my opinion. They're trying to unnerve Bayer Leverkusen. I think it's a bit out of order, personally. Alonso's got a job to do with Bayer Leverkusen. They've got to win the league. And they're trying to unsettle them. That's what Bayern Munich do, man. It's what they do. They unsettle teams, and they're unsettling Bayern Leverkusen right now. They're going in there going, we basically want your manager. We're telling the world, we want your manager. We don't care who wants to hear it. That's what we're telling you. And they're trying to unsettle Bayer Leverkusen. What they're trying to do, they've always done this. It's what they're doing. And the thing with Xabi Alonso, he might want to take the Munich job as well. He might want to take the job. He might want to take the job. And the reason he might want to take the job is a couple of things. Firstly, Bayern Munich are massive. Massive. Top 5 biggest clubs in world football. I think we all agree, yeah? Absolutely huge, huge football club. It'd be hard for him to turn down if they came to him. Of course it would be. Secondly, he's living in Germany right now. His family is settled in Germany. He's been there for a while now. He played in Germany for a long time. He's probably very settled there. So there's 2 things. Massive club, settled in the country. And the third thing, when Bayern Munich decided to let Tuchel go, it was always easier for Bayern Munich to talk to Alonso than it was Liverpool to talk to Alonso, because they play in the same league. They're in the same country. They have a little advantage there, Bayern Munich. They have an advantage where they can get them talking to Alonso much quicker than us because they're in the same league. They don't have to do flights and all that. They can just meet up. Agents can meet Bayern Munich they could just meet up easy. It's a lot easier to do that deal. And thirdly, the main one as well. This is the main one. This is one of the main ones. Oh, would I say it's the main? Yeah, I'd say this is the main one as well. Does Xabi Alonso want to be that guy that replaces Jurgen Klopp? Now, we know how difficult it is replacing legendary managers at football clubs. You know, it's taken Arsenal a while. They got Arteta now. It's still not, they've only won one FA Cup in all that time since Arsene Wenger left. I think they've only won the FA Cup since Wenger left. So they're still searching, but look at Arteta right now. He's doing well, but he still might not win anything this season. Still a big chance that Arsenal still don't win anything this season, or they could win the league and Champions League. We don't know, but they're starting to get it right. Look at Man United. It's taken, 13 years now? Is it 13, 10 years since Fergie left? And they're still struggling. Is it 13 years? They're still struggling. They go through manager after manager after manager after manager. Nothing seems to work. Go through different sporting directors, technical directors. They spend lots of money by players in, and they're terrible. What are they? Seventh in the Premier League with a -2 goal difference. It's difficult to be that guy, and Alonso might just be a bit worried that, do I want to be the man after Jurgen Klopp? Do I want to be the man after Jurgen Klopp? And that is the thing to talk about. I mean, with us, we're Liverpool fans, yeah? We're Liverpool fans. So, in our opinion, no club's bigger, all right? Because we're Liverpool fans. It's just the way we feel and the way we think. And, like, why would you turn down Liverpool? That's madness. We've got to put everything into perspective, though. I think Liverpool would have probably got, and Liverpool still might get Xabi Alonso. This is all ifs and buts. That's why it's a question mark in the title, guys. I don't know this for a fact. This is why I'm asking the question. There's no facts there that I know of. The only things I know of is that Sky Germany today went live with breaking news saying that Bayern Munich have made their move for Xabi Alonso and they think they can get him. And Sky Sports News in this country picked it up. So there must be something in it where they feel like they can get him. There must be something in it where they feel like he can get him, it's interesting to me, which means they've had talks. They've had talks behind the scenes, and we have to see what happens. But could we get Alonso still? Of course, we could still get Alonso. Alonso might be doing. Yeah, Alonso's playing the game, and he should play the game. Alonso should talk to everyone. Xabi Alonso right now is not a stupid man. He knows his ceiling is extremely high. His want is extremely high. His name is right up there right at the moment. He could probably choose. Why wouldn't he talk to these clubs? He'd talk to Bayern Munich. I think he'd talk to Liverpool. He'd talk to Real Madrid. He'd talk to Bayer Leverkusen maybe to stay. He's got to have these conversations with all different people. And the people he's having conversations with, they might think they've got a great chance of getting Xabi Alonso. So they will leak that out. Oh, so-and-so now think they got the chance to get him. So nothing's said and done. Nothing is said and done at all. I do feel like I look at Bayern Munich and I look at Liverpool right now and the way they are. Bayern Munich look like they're going through a bit of a difficult patch right now. Players are coming out of contracts. They got some older players. They need to work out if they're going to keep or not. People like Kimmich's, I think they're like 27, 28. They want to leave Bayern Munich. They're probably leaving in the summer. You got Musiala, one of the best young players in world football. I absolutely love the guy. I think he's tremendous. He's got 2 years left on his contract from next season, and he hasn't discussed opening new contracts at Bayern Munich yet. And there's word that he might want to leave. You got Harry Kane, who's almost 30 or 30 at the moment. How long's he got left in the tank? Probably in Germany quite a while. You got people like Leroy Sané, there's been some news and things talking about Leroy Sané ain't completely happy either. And it's financially competing with the rest of Europe as well for Bayern Munich. And that's the thing. Financially keep going. They're financially great in the German league themselves because, You know, Dortmund, and because of the way the German league is set with that, was it 49? Is it 50 or 51 partnership or whatever? 49 and 50 partnership. You know, where they got fans on the ball that own the football club as well. It's going to be very hard for any team to financially outmuscle Bayern Munich in the German league. But continuing the rest of Europe, you know, it might be a little bit more difficult for Bayern Munich going forwards. And they're going through that period of time. And if you look at Liverpool, I personally think Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold sign new deals. I really do. I think they sign new deals. I don't think Mo wants to leave. The way Virgil's going at the moment, he's captain of our football club. He loves our football club. You can see the passion on Virgil van Dijk's face. I don't think Virgil wants to leave. And Trent's a Liverpool boy. You know, it'd be a tear apart to leave the football club. So I think they sign new deals. I think they will sign new deals. And if them three sign new deals with the team that we got great academy. We've got good young kids coming through as well. It might be hard to turn down. You might look at Liverpool and go, right, if I go, Alonso might want, also Alonso might want reassurances. You know, he might want reassurances. He might want a reassurance from Liverpool that Salah, Virgil and Trent sign new deals. Because if I'm Xabi Alonso, do I want to go to Liverpool if I'm losing them three players? Do I want to go to Liverpool and not get Salah, not use Virgil, not get Trent, and they leave? It'd be hard to go. But if Alonso gets reassurances that Virgil signing a new deal, Trent signing a new deal, and Salah signing a new deal, if you're Alonso, then you're like, right, I've got them three players. I'm going to manage Trent. I'm going to manage Virgil. I'm going to manage and coach Mo Salah. Also, I've got Darwin Núñez there, a Jota there, and Alisson there. You know, Kanate. I've got my fullbacks. I've got McAllister and Sabozali's. You know, I've got these players in this team with Taro Endus. I'll get a few players in. I could make a really good team here. Really good team. And I've got these young guys coming through the academy. I've got these young guys coming through the academy as well who look like really decent footballers as well. There's a lot there. There is a lot there to like. And it's interesting with the Xabi Alonso thing. It really is. So for me, Xabi Alonso is the one. Now, obviously, since this breaking news, I've seen a lot of stuff on Twitter today saying that this is all down to FSG not wanting to pay Xabi Alonso's buyout clause, which is rumoured to be around 27 million quid. That's what Xabi Alonso's buyout clauses are meant to be about. I don't know why that would. I don't know why the people think FSG don't want to buy a manager out for 27 million quid when we spend more money on that on transfers for players. I don't understand it, but I don't get that. You know, if that is the case, I think we'll start hearing things in the future, in the next few weeks, saying Liverpool were put off by the buyout clause for Xabi Alonso. If that is the case, then all right, that's what it is, and we can have a go and go, right, you were in the best chance to get the next Liverpool manager by a little buyout clause. That's pathetic. We can have a go, but I don't know that to be the absolute case of it. I really don't. I think people just like to go with it. The problem is Liverpool's second choice in Ruben Amorim has a £30 million buyout clause. So what if Liverpool get Ruben Amorim in and his buyout clause is more expensive than Xabi Alonso's? What are we talking about then? So that's why I'm not going to go down that route. You know, people do this straight away. They see an article on Twitter, anything to do with Liverpool, and they just go, right, oh, it's because FSG don't want to pay the buyout clause for Xabi Alonso. No one knows. We're doing this video tonight. I'm not sure. I'm only bringing you news that's been on Sky Sports today about Xabi Alonso and Bayern Munich. It's all I'm doing. I don't know any of it for fact. I don't know if it even happened. You know, Alonso could still be a Liverpool manager, but I think we do have to. I think we do have to take it in that Bayern Munich have got a big chance of getting Alonso. I think we just have to sit there and admit that, guys, that they got a big chance of getting Alonso. They just have. They're Bayern Munich. They're not a shit team. They're Bayern bloody Munich. They're in the same league that he's managing right now. it's probably easier for Alonso and his family to take the Bayern Munich deal than the Liverpool deal, no matter how much he loves Liverpool, because he lives in Germany. He's there. He's in that league right now. So that's how I look at it, guys. I don't know any of this by fact. I'm just bringing you news that we're hearing at this moment in time that's been out tonight. We're just hearing this news, and I'm just bringing it to you. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know anything for fact. I only bring you the news that I hear, guys, and that's what I'm bringing you now. What and the other thing, we got to talk about this. So the last few days, if anyone what follows social media and the news and all that, in the last few days, all we've been seeing Liverpool wise for the new manager is a lot of Ruben Amorim talks. Amorim talks in Liverpool have been the main thing that's been spoken about the last few days. I believe the people that are in charge of I can't is it Will Spearman, who's in charge of helping try and find a new manager through the data. Apparently, his choice is Amorim. That's his choice. He thinks he's perfect. So the people that are searching through the data for the right manager to be in charge of Liverpool Football Club next season, what the data is telling us is that Amorim is the perfect manager for Liverpool Football Club. That's what the data is telling us, and that's why there's been a lot of news the last few days that Liverpool want someone an Amorim. Then you got these rumours of Michael Edwards coming back, and Michael Edwards not coming back as a sporting director. Then you have this FSG meeting the other day. So FSG had a meeting the other day about all their sports franchises. Yeah, they had a meeting the other day about all their sports franchises, and what came out of that meeting is quite interesting because Billy Hogan got CEO of international affairs at FSG. That's what Billy Hogan's in charge of. International affairs for Liverpool Football Club at FSG. International affairs. But his main running is at Liverpool Football Club. But he's like the CEO over their international affairs, which means anything over the water, he's sort of in charge of, yeah? So it leaves an opening of this apparent. So the rumours going around the other day was that Liverpool are trying to get Michael Edwards back, but not as a sporting director. They want him to run the football club from within. And if you go by what FSG did the other day with this international meeting they had in Florida, it sort of does make sense that there's room for Michael Edwards to come back in this role. There is. So if you go by that meeting, things could be working out. Now, also, there's rumours going around that Michael Edwards, if he was to come to Liverpool, his preferred choice of manager is Ruben Amorim. That's rumours as well. We don't know how true that is. I don't know how we would know because he's not working for the club, but that's the case there. I look at Ruben Amorim. I think the Amorim one is. I think the Amorim one's a good. It could be an exciting prospect because I think he's 39 years of age. If you look at the job he's done at Sporting Lisbon, he's done a tremendous job there. He hasn't spent a lot of money. He can create superstars. He coaches players to be better than they actually are, and he improves footballers. And he doesn't need a war chest to be successful. He's going up against Benfica and Porto in that league. So it's not like he's going against two other very good sides in Portugal, in Porto and Benfica. And I think his most expensive, Almerim's most expensive transfer, I think, was like 30 million from the guy from Coventry. Yeah, that's the player he bought from Coventry for 30 million. But he makes players better. He improves footballers, man. He really, really improves footballers. And if you look at the way FSG run, I think Almerim would speak more highly to them than maybe a Xabi Alonso. That's why they're doing it from the data. That's why they look at the data. I personally feel if I look at Almerim, I probably think he's the second best choice for Liverpool before Xabi Alonso. Just go through what he's done. He's done an exceptional job at Sporting on no money. He's improved footballers, right? He's improved players and he makes players better. He's a very, very good coach. He's got there's a lot of tension on Ruben Amorim. He's one of the new good coaches in world football, like your Artetas, like your Xabi Alonso's, them sort of young coaches. Ruben Amorim's right up there. And look, I think he could be a success at Liverpool. Liverpool brought him in. He'd be with far better players than he is at Sporting. If he can work as well as he did at Sporting under them kind of players, improving them, making them better without having a war chest, then he probably is the right man to take the club. He's probably the right man to take the club. He really is. I personally feel like Liverpool go still try to get Xabi Alonso. If they can't get Xabi Alonso, I think they will just turn all their attentions to Ruben Amorim. I think that's how they do it. I don't think there's anyone else. My only problem, this is my worry now as a Liverpool fan. This is my worry for a Liverpool fan, though. All I'm hearing is Alonso and Amorim, Alonso and Amorim, Alonso and Amorim. Barcelona are going to need a new manager. Bayern Munich are going to need a new manager. Chelsea Football Club probably will need a new manager. Liverpool will need a new manager. My worry is if Alonso goes to Bayern Munich, De Zerbi could easily go to Barcelona, in my opinion. Or even in fact, put it this way, I think De Zerbi could go to Chelsea. I think De Zerbi might be the new Chelsea manager next season. I don't know how you guys feel with that. I actually think De Zerbi will go to Chelsea. I think De Zerbi and Chelsea makes a lot of sense. I think also Chelsea, with the way they are at the moment, they want a young manager. De Zerbi's a young, intelligent manager who's got a bit of experience with clubs like Sassuolo and now Brighton, and he won the league with Shakhtar Donetsk, in Ukraine. So I can honestly see Todd Bowley going to get someone like a De Zerbi to be their new manager of the summer. So if that happens and De Zerbi's off the table, Alonso's off the table, but Amorim is maybe the choice, but then you've got Bayern Munich who may be going after Amorim as well. What other manager is there available that Liverpool could go after? Now, this is my worry. Simeone Inzaghi at Inter Milan has done a good job. He's done a good job. Did Liverpool take a punt on Inzaghi? Who else is there? There's one manager in the Premier League. There's one manager in the Premier League that I'm worried now that Liverpool might turn their attention to. If they can't get Alonso, and Alonso goes to Bayern Munich, De Zerbi might go to Chelsea, and then you've got the Amorim thing, but you might go to Barcelona because they're looking at him as well. And then there's one manager left in the Premier League that Liverpool might go after, and it could be that's a worry for me. That's a worry for me. I don't want Nagelsmann. I don't think he's good enough. Plus, I don't think Liverpool go get Nagelsmann because Nagelsmann's at the Euros with Germany. He's going to be at the Euros with Germany, and even if he gets sacked after the Euros, I think Liverpool want their manager at the football club before the Euros start. So I think they want someone to come in, and just come into the football club, not wait around for him. So I don't think that's a good choice. Big Ange, he ain't going to leave Tottenham, and I'm not completely convinced on Big Ange either. I think he's just taken the league by surprise this season. Let's see what Tottenham are like next year after Big Ange, when everyone realises how he plays. The only other guy, and yeah, that's my worry. That's my worry. Big up, Mez. That's my worry. That's my worry. Yeah, that's it. That is my worry. That Liverpool going to take too long with this. And I'm not concerned at the moment. I know a lot of Liverpool fans are out there a little bit concerned. Liverpool taking a long time deciding here. We've got no sporting director, no manager. We're in March now. We ain't got long left of the season. Other top teams in Europe are looking for new managers, i.e. Barcelona, i.e. Bayern Munich, maybe Chelsea in the summer. Maybe Real Madrid. We don't know in that situation yet. But a lot of big teams are looking for new managers in the summer. It's going to be really important for Liverpool to get their work done. And I'm quite cool with it still, taking their time. But I know a lot of people are getting a bit worried. And if Liverpool don't hurry up maybe towards the end of this month, things might happen where Liverpool have to just go like, who's left? And that's a worry. And that's a worry for me. That really is a worry. Yeah, he would. He would. But so does Ruben Amorim. Do you know what I'm saying, Colin? So does Ruben Amorim. So does Ruben Amorim. Yeah. Yeah, as Boxic said, yeah, Liverpool have been working on Liverpool have been working on it since November. And this is the thing. This is the thing also that we got to. This is, yeah, you're probably right, Colin. And this is also the thing with Liverpool as well. They do a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Liverpool do a lot of stuff behind the scenes in quiet that we never hear about, and then bang, it happens. So that's another thing we got to say in consideration. Liverpool don't put all their news out for the media. They don't tell the media everything. They keep a lot back. They do keep a lot back. So yeah, I mean, as a lot of people are saying in the chat right now, Liverpool are hush hush in the business, and that's true. They do keep a lot of things hush hush. So it could be nothing to worry about. You know, it is. We're fans. We're Liverpool fans, and one of our greatest ever managers is leaving the football club this year. And as Liverpool fans, we're all just a little bit on tenterhooks and a little bit worried who's going to come in. Are they going to make the right choice? Are they going to get the right person in? Who's going to be sporting director and all this sort of stuff? So that's what I'm saying. But also, like, you guys are correct as well. Behind the scenes, Liverpool do a lot of hush hush business behind the scenes. They could be talking to someone right now, and we don't know about it. And that could be happening behind the scenes, and then bang, we'll get breaking news out of absolutely nowhere, and it's all dealt with, and we can relax and enjoy ourselves. But it's because the season's going on, and we're getting a bit concerned. But as you all guys say, I think we just have to chill. I think we just have to chill. It's very, very hard. This sentence is difficult for a lot of people. I understand. I think we just got to trust the owners in this process. I know that is very difficult for a lot of people. I get it. I do understand it. I'm not digging at you out or anything like that. But we do have to sort of trust the club here and let them do it. Trust the club, let them get on, and we'll just carry on as fans enjoying the stuff, man. Enjoying Liverpool right now because Liverpool are doing bits at this moment in time. Jane, don't worry about a thing because every little thing's going to be all right. Yes. Doug has no release clause. Do you know, I've not heard Liverpool and Inzaghi mention Russell. I really ain't, but I'm with you. Inzaghi's done great for Inter Milan, but I just not heard it mentioned. Not heard it mentioned. But again, that could happen. I never heard Dominic Szoboszlai being joint with Liverpool, and out of the blue it came from nowhere. I never heard Diego Jota being linked to a Liverpool anywhere, and then bang, it just happened out of nowhere. So things like this can happen, can't it? It definitely can. Definitely can. Yeah, I have, man. I said that in a previous video about Xabi Alonso that he might want to stay at Bayer Leverkusen. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. I said this in this a past video, Nestor. I said it a few weeks back that if he wins the league with Bayer Leverkusen, he might want to stay there and try and do it again and create some history. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I think we'll have the sporting director done by the end of the month. I think we'll hear something about a sporting director by the end of the month. I actually think when it's international duty, when it's international week, I think we might hear a bit of news in international week. That's what I reckon. I reckon when it's nice and quiet in international week, I think we'll hear a little bit of news on the whole Inzaghi, on the old sporting director front. That's what I reckon. Yeah, it's interesting, man. Interesting. I'm chilled over the appointment of the new manager. I'll worry about it if first isn't named since season's over. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I'm with you. I think the sporting Jamie Frank's on TV on Friday, 9 p.m. Channel 5. Frank, where's Frankie baby? Frankie baby's in the chat somewhere. There he is. My man, Frank. Frank, you're on telly on Channel 5. Spill the beans, Frank. Spill the beans now. Frank, do you want to come on? Frank, if you want to come on the show, I'll send you the link to your Twitter DM. Frank, if you're on Twitter, I know you're on Twitter because I follow you on Twitter. Frank, if you got your Twitter up, I'll send you the DM, man. I'll send you the DM. I'll send you the link in your DM and you can come on if you want. Let me know, Frank. Let me know. FG shows Klopp with one thing, so they will look for a winner. All right, Frank, I'm going to send you the link, man, on your Twitter, yeah? Get your Twitter up, my friend. I'm going to send you the link. And you can come in and have a chat. I need to know what you're going to be on. What's this TV show you're going to be on, man? All right, Frank, I've sent you the link, man. It's in your DMs on Twitter. Go and check it. I need to hear from Frankie boy. All right, Frank, the link is in your Twitter DM. Go to your Twitter, open your DMs. You'll see the link. Let's do this thing. Come on up, my man. I love Frankie. We love Frankie over here. I knew they'd want. I knew United would want Graham Potter. He's such an Ineos boy. Right, I'm going to ask a question to the chat, guys. While we're waiting for Frank, I'm going to ask a question to the chat. I'm going to ask a question to the chat. Let me know. Do we owe this guy an apology? Do we owe this guy a little bit of an apology? Because we all went at him. We all had a little go at him last season, especially when he brought the book out. Do we owe this guy a little bit of an apology? If no, let me know why. Let me know why. Because we do play his tactics right now. Oh, Frank's seen the tweet there again. Let me know. Because we do play his tactics. The tactics we're playing right now are Pep Lijnders' tactics. Let me know. If you say no, I want to know. I want to know why. I think personally, Pep Lijnders and Jurgen Klopp make a very good team. I think they make a very, very good team. Training is our transfers, Colin. You know it. Also, the new chapter's going to be. You know what the new chapter's going to be? The youth is there. The youth team is our transfers. That's volume 2. The youth team is our transfers. That's going to be the second volume, man. Masu says, I can't stand him. Too negative, backwards and sideways. They're asking for a password. You don't know the password. What password? What, Frank? I don't know what you're chatting about, man. What password? Oh, for your own StreamYard. Yeah, because your StreamYard that you work on has probably got. Do you use StreamYard, Frank? Frank, you don't remember your password? God's sake, Frank. Big up, Dazzo. Hi, Jane. How are you? Hope you're well. I'm doing well, man. How you doing, man? Hope you're doing. No, love Linda's, but should never have brought out that book. Arteta has read it cover to cover. To be fair, there's not much in. Look, I will say about the Pep book. Yeah, I will say about the Pep Linda's book. Right, it's a decent read. Actually, it's a decent read. I don't mind it so much. Yet, I don't think there's not really a lot in here that tells people how we play in a way, because you only have to watch Liverpool to know how we play, right? I think Pep Linders and Jurgen Klopp are very similar. I think they're very similar in personality and the way they see football. You know, I think they do see training as a big thing. No worries, Frank. Frank, what we'll do, we'll get you on another time. Try and remember your password for another time, and we'll get you on, man. We'll get you on the show, okay? Or Frank, email me. Frank, go on your Twitter, on your DMs, and DM me your email. DM me your email. We'll swap emails, right? We'll swap emails. Pep Linders, yeah, Frank, yeah, go on your Twitter DM, man, and DM me your email, and we'll swap emails. We'll talk. He makes a good source. Stop. Leave Pep alone, man. We're playing Pep Linders tactics. Klopp's already said it himself. You know, these are Pep's tactics we're playing, and at the moment, look where we are. Yeah, big up, Frank. Look where we are. You know, I actually think Pep Linders is a good coach. I don't know if he'd be a good manager, though. I think Pep Linders is a good coach. Will he be a good manager? I don't know. There's some coaches out there that are really good at their job. I remember Sammy Lee. Sammy Lee was a great coach. Terrible manager. Some people are very, very good coaches. They just can't be a good manager because they haven't got it in them to be a manager. I just feel like he's a good coach. But look, he's linked to the Ajax job right now. He's linked to the Ajax job, and I wish him all the luck, man. Go and do that Ajax job. Do your thing. Yeah, man. I hope Pep Linders does well at Ajax. If he does go to if Pep Linders goes to Ajax and does a good job, I'll be proud of him. I will. I don't mind admitting it. I think Pep Linders and Jurgen Klopp go well together. I think they're a good team. I actually like the way Pep Linders does press conferences. I don't know about you guys, but I think Pep Linders in a press conference, I sort of think he's sometimes a bit better than Jurgen. So I think he speaks a little bit better. I like Pep Linders. I like Pep Linders, man. Let's go reunite with Hendo. Let's go do bits. I've got all the books, by the way, guys. I've got all the books. Here you guys go. Pep Linders and they go reunite, guys. They go reunite at Ajax. The best partnership in football. There you go. Pep Linders and Hendo reuniting at Ajax. Woo! Oh, man. I've got all the books here, man. I've got all the books. Like sausage and mash. Si, senor. Yeah. Player. The books. Go. Get like Big Mac, them too. Go get like Big Mac. I can't stand Hendo. Oh, let's not have Hendo hate right now, man. Let's not have Hendo hate. Oh, I've got to partner up Frank and Uncle Albert, you know. That has to happen. That has to happen. I've got to partner up Uncle Albert and Frank. Definitely has to happen. Has to happen. Steve Ioway, legend, man, absolute legend. Linda's with what he's done with the academy players, giving the advice on touchline helps as well. So respect to him. I was criticising him last season, but I was wrong. Feel full now, man. Look, towards the end of last season, I think the last 11 games of last season, we started playing the inverted fullback role, and we went on that run towards the end of the season. And Klopp came out of it and said the inverted fullback role was Pep Linders' idea on the team. He said it would work, and we've been playing it since. We've only lost 3 games playing the inverted way. Now, Pep's ways. Is it the most exciting football in the world? No. I've gone on record and said this many times. But it's been pretty successful at the moment. Can't lie, man. All right. I need to get on to this because I was going to do a video on this. I was going to do a video on this. So big up Duncan. Big up Dunk. If anyone watches his YouTube channel, he's a great man. Good fella. He did a few videos today. Duncan Oldham. Go and watch his videos, man. He's a great guy. I love Dunk. And he said he had some intel on why Klopp's leaving. And he put that out there on his videos. Go and check it out. So one of the things I believe he said is that John W. Henry and Jurgen Klopp had a falling out. They've had a falling out and they haven't spoke to each other in a long time, like 6 or so months or something. Klopp and John W. Henry haven't spoken to each other. They haven't spoken to each other. They had a falling out. But as Mr. Duncan Oldham said, he was a great guy. He said, like, Tom Verner and Klopp obviously are okay because Tom Verner was at the final. They looked great. They looked happy with each other. There didn't seem to be no issue. John W. Henry weren't at the final, and apparently there's rumours that they fell out. Who knows? No one knows at the moment. No one knows at the moment. So would I expect, if it is the case, if that's the case, it is the case. You know what I mean? We don't know. But as big up Duncan Oldham as well, who said that, you know, you fall out with people all the time. Yeah, maybe Klopp and John W. Henry fell out over something and they fell out. You know, it happens a lot. Managers and owners fall out a lot over things. But yeah, they haven't spoken for quite some time, apparently. But I always think that was the case anyway. I don't think John W. Henry and Jurgen Klopp spoke a lot on the phone anyway. I think Klopp used to say that most of the people he spoke to were Billy Hogan and is it Mike Gordon? I think they're the two that he mostly spoke to while he's been Liverpool manager. You know, he'll speak to John W. Henry on occasion. He'll speak to Tom Verner on occasion. But I think the most conversation he has with links to FSG are Billy Hogan and Mike Gordon. I think they're the two. So I don't know. But big up Duncan Oldham, though. Go and check out his channel, man. He's a great guy. Does great Liverpool content. Got a wealth of knowledge. And he's got a great website as well. So go and check him out, guys. Love the guy. Brilliant. But yeah, he had some inside information and he put it out on his channel today. I know it's good information, man. Go and check it out. But I just don't think John W. Henry has anything to do with the football club. That's my personal take on it now. I honestly don't think John W. Henry has anything to do with Liverpool Football Club, really. He just owns it. It's just a franchise to him. He doesn't really run the club. I think people like Billy Hogan and I think Tom Verner probably runs the club more than John W. Henry does. I just don't think he has that. He just owns it. It's like a franchise to him. I don't think he has any dealings with the day-to-day running of the football club. I think he could wake up one day and just not mention anything about Liverpool Football Club that whole day because it's just a franchise to him. Billy Hogan, I think, does most of the work personally because he's the CIO. Yeah, Cop Talk, that's the one. If anyone's got any of the mods out there, if you can put Cop Talk's YouTube channel in the link in the live chat, if any of the mods can put Cop Talk's link in the chat, go and watch them videos that Duncan did. He did like I think 4 or 5 like 10-minute videos on the subject. I want everyone to go and check it out and tell me tomorrow what you thought. So if any mods there can put the link in for Cop Talk, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, go and check it out. Go and check it out. There you go. Big up Keeper Rule. Everyone hit that link. Go and check it out, man. Go and check it out. Hit that link. It's quite a few videos there. I'm gonna say it's on his. It might be on his Duncan Oldham channel actually. Let me have a look. Yeah, it's not on that one. It's on his Duncan Oldham channel. It's on the Duncan Oldham channel. Go. He's got 2 channels. They were up. I don't know if they're still there. No, it's not that one. Where are these bloody? It might be on that channel actually. Let me have a look. I watched them this morning. Where did he put them? Where did he put them? Oh, yeah. They are on Cop. There you go. I don't know. Go and check them out. I can't find them right now. I don't know if he's taken them down, actually. Unless he's got another channel that I have no idea about. How many channels he got? I saw them this morning. Where are they gone? Dunk, what have you done with them? I don't know what he's done with them. He might have taken them down, you know. He might have taken them down. But big up to Duncan anyway. I think he's taken them down, man. Yeah, so I'm on Cop Talk. I don't know what's happened to him. Hang on, let me go in my history. Because I've watched them today. So they'll be in my YouTube history. Let me have a look. Oh, he's put them on for members only now. They're on members only. So they were live, and he's put them on members only now. But yeah, big up Dunk. Go and join Dunk's. Go and join his channel, man. Go and join his channel. But yeah, he put them on his members page now. He put them on his members page. He had them up this morning, and I remember when he was talking about it, he said he doesn't know if he's going to put this on his members page because he feels like it might be more information for members. But yeah, he had inside information. He's got a legit person on the inside that he said he knows and trusts and completely with information. And this is the information he apparently got emailed to him. So yeah, check it out, guys. Check it out. More of this might come out. Why? And I don't know. We'll look into it, man. We'll look into it. Right now with this whole FSG Jurgen Klopp thing. Look, a lot of people were saying that I think Duncan said it as well on his channel. Obviously, he's put it on members only now, but if you can go and see it, go and watch it. I believe he said, like, from the person he knows on the inside, who got me information, and sort of said the Bellingham deal was a big one for him as well. That, you know, Klopp not getting Bellingham sort of put him over the edge a bit. So I don't know. Look, I've always said it. I would take a man's word by what he says. I would take a man's word by what he said. And Jurgen Klopp in his press conference said it had nothing to do with FSG. And this is the reason he's leaving Liverpool. He's just shattered and can't do it no more. So I'll take his word. But I've always said, if FSG are the reason Jurgen Klopp is leaving, then I will be the biggest FSG outer ever. Because you can't be... You got to know what you got. You got to know what you got. You got Jurgen Klopp as your manager. And if you're the reason that your manager is leaving that football club, then you're a disgrace and you need to be spoken about. And if that comes out in the next few months and we find out that that is the case, I will go mad. I've always said it. I can only comment on things if I know there's fact behind it. You know, I need more. If it comes out that this is the actual case that Jurgen Klopp left Liverpool was because of the owners, and he never wanted to leave, and he's just been doing the polite thing, and he's keeping it all hush hush, but it all comes out, then I'll go mad at them. Of course I will. But at this moment in time, I can't go mad on the owners right now. In my opinion, it's just me because I'm taking what Jurgen Klopp has told me for face value. Because Jurgen's told me that's not the reason he's leaving. But if he's just saying that to be nice and we find out when he does leave that was the reason, then I'll be with all you guys. I'll be with my FSE out folks and going mad at them. I promise. Promise. I'll be up Sadiq. Sadiq saw it as well. Yeah, he's put it on his members' vids now. But Sadiq, what do you think, man? I trust Sadiq's opinion. Sadiq, what do you think on it, man? Let me know what you think on it. It's interesting, man. It's interesting. Frankie would be quicker jumping on the train to London to join Jamie Robert the trunk. The thing is, when you do things by StreamYard, yeah, when you go on your own channel, on your own thing, it's always saved and logged in. If he's trying to log in maybe off a different thing, he might not be on his computer. So if he's trying to log in on a different device, you gotta put your login details in. So he might not be on his computer. That might be the thing. Yeah, Klopp looks sad. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna be a lie. It's weird that Henry hasn't spoken a word since the announcement. Yeah, John, big up Glasgow Reds, John, my man John. He said the same thing as well. And back then I was thinking, well, we're in the middle of the season. Do you need to do it now or wait till the end of the season? Look, we're hearing rumours right now that Liverpool are going to do a parade just for Jurgen Klopp to say goodbye. Yeah. So Liverpool going to pay for that parade to say goodbye to Jurgen Klopp. And that's coming from the club. Now, the club don't need to do that, but the club are willing to do a big parade. Liverpool could not win anything. And I know we won the League Cup, but they already said even we didn't win any trophies. They want to do some kind of parade to say goodbye to Jurgen Klopp. Maybe that's their way of doing it, showing their gratitude by giving him this big, massive parade to say goodbye to him. So it could be that. It could be that. Or the other one I'm thinking of. The other one I'm thinking of is that John W. Henry might think that Klopp changes his mind before the end of the season. That's the only other thing. The only other possibility I can believe why he ain't said anything yet is that he thinks Jurgen Klopp might change his mind. Or two, he's just going to say something. Like, I personally think John W. Henry needs to either do an interview or put out a press release at the end of the season to thank Jurgen Klopp for everything he's done for Liverpool Football Club. He needs to do one or two things. If he does, I don't mind him doing it at the end of the season. For me, he doesn't need to do it now because we're in the middle of a season. The team are playing. They're playing well. We're in all these competitions. We're winning things. I don't think it actually needs to be said now. For me, it can be said at the end of the season. Parting gift, thank you, interview, press release, whatever you want to do. You must do something, though. You can't let Klopp leave and not say a fucking thing. Because that'd be weird, man. That'd be weird. Big ups to Dick. I believe Dunk been following him for over 10 years. It makes sense. Verner and Bellingham, they did say they'd try and make up for it. Yeah, I'm with you. Today, I'm with you. I mean, I like Duncan Oldham. I think he's a great guy. He's been doing this forever as well. Man's been doing it forever and a day. And I agree with you. He's got no reason to lie or anything. I agree. He's a great guy. I love the guy. And I think, he's telling the truth. The Timo Werner thing. Is that Timo Werner and Bellingham? I can't remember what he said. If it's Timo Werner, the Timo Werner thing don't bother me because we got Jota instead. I don't think that's a problem. But the Jude Bellingham thing, yeah, they try to make up with it with Casado. Right, that's fair enough. Fair enough. They're trying to make up for it, but they fucked around and didn't do it properly. So that makes sense. If it is the Verner stuff, you're right, because I don't remember what I didn't listen to all. I only listened to bits and pieces because I was busy during the day. But if it's a Timo Werner thing, I'm not. You got Jota instead. I don't see that being an issue. I prefer Jota to Timo Werner every day of the week. Yeah, yeah. I'm yeah. I'd rather yeah. Didn't they pull out to buy? Didn't they pull out to buy Jota though, Sadiq? That's the thing here. The only thing with Timo Werner, what I remember is they pulled out the deal to buy Jota, because what I remember of the deal is that Jurgen Klopp wanted Timo Werner because Timo Werner was a Jurgen Klopp transfer. But I believe, if I remember rightly, Michael Edwards preferred Jota, if I remember rightly. And they did the Jota deal. Because remember, the Jota deal came out of nowhere. We actually bought Thiago, and then a couple of hours later, breaking news happened saying we was in for Diogo Jota. And we was all thinking we're getting Timo Werner. And it's sort of like, and the team and the Jota thing happened. Now, I'm actually all right with us not getting Werner and getting Jota, personally. I think that's the right choice. I think Jota's a far better player. But for Jurgen Klopp, it could look like you didn't get me the guy I wanted twice. You didn't get me the guy I wanted twice. So I wanted Verner, I wanted Bellingham, and you didn't give me Werner. You pulled out of that to get me Jota instead. So from Klopp's point of view, I could see the argument. From my point of view as a fan, I'm glad we got Jota over Werner, personally. That's my personal point of view as a fan. I don't see the problem with that. But if you're Jurgen Klopp, you would probably feel like, hang on, I did all this work for Timo Werner. I remember reading reports that Klopp and Werner were doing Skype calls and so all that sort of stuff. Klopp did all the hard work. If I remember rightly, Klopp did all the hard work. He did all the chasing. He got Werner to agree to join in Liverpool. And then Liverpool pulled out because I do believe Michael Edwards preferred Diogo Jota. And then when I remember there was something happened between Klopp and I believe to this day something happened between Michael Edwards and Jurgen Klopp, because FSG, as soon as Jurgen Klopp said he's leaving, FSG have tried twice to get Michael Edwards back. So that tells me that something happened between Jurgen Klopp and Michael Edwards. There's something happened between both of them. Something happened between both of them, which is a really, really interesting. Really interesting. It's interesting, though, Sadiq. It is interesting, mate. Oh, yeah, so we're saying the same thing. So basically left there, Jurgen with egg on his face, not once but twice. They pulled out of both broke. Yeah, so, yeah, the Timo one's interesting because as a fan, I do prefer Jota over. So I'm actually glad the club made the right decision in getting Diogo Jota over Timo Werner. I don't know about you, Sadiq. I don't know if you feel the same like that, but it's the manager. The manager did all the hard work for Timo Werner, and it was basically a dumb thing. And the club sort it. Where Jurgen will look at it, Jurgen will feel like the club went behind his back and just got a different player when Klopp did all the hard work to get Werner in. So I can understand Klopp there. Yeah, I can definitely understand Klopp there. So yeah, I get that. I get that. Yeah, Frank, is it because you're not on your main computer, man? Because if you're on your main computer, you should be automatically logged into StreamYard. Let me know, man. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we're saying, Sadiq. You and me are saying basically the same thing. We all agree Jota over Werner, but Klopp did all the hard work for Werner, and he basically wanted him, and he was his man. and he didn't get his man. So I hear that. But also at the same time, don't that happen a lot at football clubs? You know, managers don't always get their first choice, do they? You know, so you're on your iPhone. Yeah, because when you go on a different device, Frank, you got to put in all your details again, ain't you? On your computer, you've got your stream logged in. You don't have to touch it. But on your iPhone, yeah, you have to put in your new details again. Yeah. How you know Alonso won't Bayern? It was on Sky Sports News today, not Sky Sports News this evening, my friend. It was in Sky Sports Germany. Sky Sports Germany put it out, and then Sky Sports News put it out as breaking news this evening. Now, I did leave a question mark at the end of the title. We don't know for fact. We just don't know that Bayern Munich are trying to upset the apple cart at the moment at Bayer Leverkusen and doing whatever they can. I don't know if he's going there, though. I don't know that for fact. I'm just reporting what I've heard in the news today. I think the Jude Bellingham one, yeah, you might be right with the Jude Bellingham one. You know, here's the thing with all this stuff. I think Jurgen Klopp was very happy with Liverpool's midfield, and I actually do feel when Jurgen Klopp gave that interview to the Anfield Wrap, I actually think Jurgen Klopp was telling the truth in that. You know, when he listed off the midfielders, Henderson, Milner, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Naby Keita, when he was listing off Fabinho, when he was listing off these midfielders, I honestly believe Jurgen Klopp was telling the truth when he said, "What can I get that's going to improve them guys?" I honestly believe it because if you listen to James Milner's interview on his last day of the season last year, James Milner in his interview on Liverpool TV said that Jurgen Klopp wanted him to stay, but the owners said no. It was the owner's decision not to give James Milner a brand new contract, but Jurgen Klopp tried to get James Milner to stay. They're in James Milner's own words. So when Jurgen Klopp was talking about these midfielders that summer, I do believe in what Jurgen Klopp was saying was the truth, but I do think he wanted Jude Bellingham as well. I don't think he wanted to lose Henderson or Fabinho last summer or any of them boys last summer, but I think he wanted Jude Bellingham to be in the middle of them. He wanted Henderson and Bellingham in that midfield and Fabinho. I think that's what Klopp wanted. I think he wanted a midfield three of Fabinho, Bellingham, and Henderson because I think Klopp's clever enough to realise that he knew Fabinho's legs were going a little bit, but as a DM, he's still fantastic. So if I can get Jude Bellingham in that midfield to do the running for Fabinho, I can save Fabinho's legs and he can be the DM that I need him to be. So if I get Bellingham in, he can do that running. I think that's what Klopp wanted. He didn't want to let any of them boys go. He wanted Bellingham to come in to have a midfield of Henderson, Bellingham, and Fabinho. That's what Klopp wanted. That's what Klopp wanted, in my opinion. That's what I think Klopp wanted. Because I do believe in what Klopp said, man. I haven't got anyone here, Frank. No one's in my thing right now. I'll show you. I'm off. Hang on. Hang on. No one's there, Frank. No one's there. It's just me. No one's there waiting to come on. You sure you hit the right link, Frank? No one's there, my friend. Yeah, so I do believe Jurgen when he says all that stuff, and he probably did want Bellingham as well. You know, he probably did want Jude, but if he wanted Jude, you know, if he wanted Jude in his promise of 12 months that he was getting Jude Bellingham, this is what I think. I think Klopp was willing to wait 12 months for Jude Bellingham. That's what he's willing to do. The owners went, "Look, Jude Bellingham's your main priority. We get it, but we can't get him right now. You know, Borussia Dortmund ain't going to let him go because Haaland just left. I actually think if Haaland didn't leave, Liverpool might have got Jude Bellingham that summer instead. I really do. I think Liverpool might have gone and got Jude Bellingham if Haaland didn't leave. But when Haaland left, there was no chance in hell Liverpool getting Jude Bellingham that summer. You know, Borussia Dortmund weren't letting him leave. There was not a chance in hell Borussia Dortmund were letting Jude Bellingham leave that the same season, the same summer as Haaland did. So they basically went, look, are you available? No. All right, we'll go wait 12 months, Jurgen. I promise you we'll go wait in 12 months. 12 months later, they come back to Jurgen and said, look, this midfield's in a mess. We need to replace Henderson. We need to replace Fabinho. Naby Keita's leaving. Oxlade-Chamberlain's moving. If we buy Jude Bellingham, we ain't going to be able to afford any other midfielders. We can get you Jude Bellingham right now, but if we get him, that's it. You're going to have no Henderson, no Milner, no Oxlade-Chamberlain, no Fabinho. They're going to leave and we've just got Jude Bellingham. And because Klopp's like, well, I can't just have Jude Bellingham and no midfielders. So use all that money to rebuild the midfield then. And I bet that's the conversation they had. And I bet Klopp got annoyed with it. He probably got annoyed with it. Probably did. He probably got... So I was promised Jude Bellingham for 12 months. Now my midfield's falling apart. So, yeah. I can't get Jude Bellingham. So Timo Werner, I was meant to get. They pulled the rug out of me there and got Jota, who I'm happy with. And deep down, I think Jurgen Klopp probably prefers Jota over Werner now. But at the time, he wanted Werner. And then he was told, look, we can't get Jude Bellingham because Haaland's just left Borussia Dortmund. So... Frank, no one's in my studio, my friend. I can't see anyone. Honestly, Frank, no one's here. Look, show you again. I'm being honest. Look, no one's there. Look, you should be where my arrow is. That's where a next person should be. You see what I mean? No one's sitting there waiting. No one's in the green room, Frank. Honest, look. No one's there. There's just my picture. Look. Me back on. No one else is there, my friend. No one else is there. No one else is there, my friend. No one else is there. Yeah, so unless my StreamYard's down, Frank, that's the only thing I can think. And it's not letting people on. Let me send it to you again. Frank, I'll send it to you again. I'll send you the link again, Frank. See if it works this time for you. For some reason, it's not coming up my end. Oh, yeah, I don't know for it for fact, my friend. That's why we're just doing the video now. We're just chatting about it. Just chatting about it. And there is that, of course, when Real Madrid come calling, you know, who's going to turn Real Madrid down? Probably no one. Probably no one. And there is that as well. There is that as well. So it's interesting. As I said, the more we learn about this sort of stuff, and the more we can break into it, and the more we can chat about it. But at the moment, no. Yeah, sorry, Frank. I don't know what's going on, man. There's no one in my green room at the moment. As I said, I showed the camera. There's no one next to me. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. It might be my end. Maybe StreamYard's down or something, my man. Maybe StreamYard's down. I'm not so sure. It's not working properly if that's the case. Jamie, do you think we can beat City at home? Well, the news is Salah's back. So Salah's back. and we play Salah, Darwin, and Lewis Diaz up front. Endo, McAllister, and Szoboszlai midfield. Robbo, Conor Bradley, Van Dijk, Kanate, and Kelleher. That would be my team against Man City. I believe that can beat Man City. Yeah, I believe that can beat Man City. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there is that as well. I do believe in when Klopp said the players in that midfield he doesn't want to get rid of. I agree. I think it was only this summer that Klopp realised that players like Hendo and Fabinho had to leave. I think Klopp realised it this summer. I think they knew they had to build a team again. I think they realised they had to rebuild the midfield. The forward line and the defence is fine. But I think Klopp looked at that midfield and realised, I'm not getting Bellingham now, so I need to rebuild this midfield. The likes of Hendo had to go, the likes of Fabinho had to go. Ox was leaving on a free, Milner left on a free. They all, and Keita left on a free. So they all them players went. But you got to remember, towards the end of that season, towards the end of last season, Liverpool were desperately trying to get Naby Keita to sign a new deal. They were trying to get Milner to sign a new deal. I don't think Klopp wanted Henderson to leave. Henderson got in the shape of his life, remember? It's interesting, man. It's interesting. Also, at the same time, like, Klopp might not have felt like he could get anyone in to replace him as well. So he thought, I might as well keep him, at the same time. So, I'm not sure, man. I don't think we're ever going to really know. I think we can all talk about it. No, Frank, I can't see you, man. Honestly, you're not in my green room at all. I'm not even lying, man. I'd get you on the show straight away. You're not here, man. I don't know why. I don't know why, my friend. Let me have a look at my settings, see if there's anything up in my settings. Don't think there is, though. Guests. No. No. Right, hang on. Look, no one else do it, guys. No one else do it. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Guys, no one else press this link in the chat. Just let Frank press it. Frank, press the link in the chat. No one else press it. I just want Frank to come on. So, Frank, press the link in the chat and see if you can come on that way. Press the link in the chat. But all this Liverpool chat, man, is it's interesting to me. I don't know if we're ever going to know. We probably will never know. I think we can start to put 2 and 2 together sometimes and get 5. I think that's the case sometimes. A lot of people will go have different feelings on it. I don't know, man. It's interesting. It's very interesting. See how this goes. The club got to get it right. We know that. The club have got to get this right. And they'll go have the biggest task of all time for them. They can't get this wrong at all. We could win the league this year. We can't go and be defending champions next season with the wrong people in charge. That'd be madness. Absolute madness. Absolute madness. Is Albert in the chat? Everyone wants Albert on. Albert, if you're in the chat and you can press the link, man. Albert and Frank, if you're available and you're in the chat, press the link. Hit that link in the live chat. You make it sound so simple. We see a top 4 team before we have Van Dijk, Salah, and that's not easy. It's not, man. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. Frank's disappeared. Jamie F. Tryouts talked about the new Champions League format. It looks like the Super League. Oh yeah, man. The soup. Look, this UEFA Champions League's a disgrace, man. I did a video. I put it. We're talking about it this afternoon when when I went live earlier. It's a joke, man. The joke. It's just a Super League. That's all it is. But the only people that make money off this are UEFA. The only people that make money off this is UEFA. No one else. Not a single person will make money out of it but UEFA. I bet the teams make the same sort of money being in the new Champions League as they would be being in the old Champions League. I bet their money don't go up. But I bet UEFA make more commercial revenue, make more sponsorship money, more commercial money. Yeah, UEFA are the only ones making money out of this, not the teams. That's why the teams wanted to make the Super League. The teams wanted the Super League because it would guarantee them more money than UEFA were giving teams in the Champions League. And that's why, man. That's why. They should, man, but they won't, unfortunately. Dortmund went downhill because you can only sell the best players so often before it falls. Yeah, and the thing with Borussia Dortmund as well, Matt Hummels, Götze, and Lewandowski all went to Bayern Munich within 18 months. That's just mad. That's just mad. That's like their 3 best players. It's so hard to get a team going. I've got Albert in the house. There you go, Albert. Big up, man.
Big up, my brother. How are you?
Doing well, man. Doing well. What's your thoughts and everything, my friend, who said tonight?
Well, here's my thoughts. Liverpool is a bigger team than Bayern Munich.
Agreed.
Xabi Alonso has played for both teams. He played for us for 5 years at what I would say at the peak of his career. Played for Real Madrid another 5 years. And then in the twilight of his career, he played for Bayern Munich for 3 years. So nobody knows better than him what way he should go. There's utter chaos in Bayern Munich right now. They have Max Ebel there as the sporting director who basically calls all the shots. So what Bayern Munich are looking for is a coach, not a manager. 2 different things. So if Xabi Alonso thinks that he's better off at Bayern Munich, fuck him. Really. That's just how I feel. We are too big, we are too bad, and we are too strong to be pussyed over by anybody. Right? Liverpool is a massive team. Liverpool is a religion. I always tell everybody who will listen that there are only 2 teams in the whole of the British Isles that have more of a virulent fan base than Liverpool. It's Celtic and Rangers. And for those reasons of religion, they have that. But our team is right up there when it comes to how visceral we are with our support. So if you don't want to come, fuck yourself. We'll find somebody else. Let's all remember that Jurgen Klopp wasn't our first choice. It was Carlo Ancelotti. When he declined, Klopp came in and the rest is history. So sometimes when you're trying to go a certain direction and it's not working, it's Providence's way of, or God's way of telling you that you are going the wrong way. So what we know, and let me quote Donald Rumsfeld, the known unknowns and the unknown knowns. What we know is that by end of May, we'll have a manager. We've got to have a manager. because there's a managerial clear out going to happen after a game with Wolves. So after that, we have to have somebody in place. If we don't have somebody in place, what are we going to do? Ask Thiago to coach the team? What are we, or Adrian to coach the? What are we going to do? So if he wants to come, he can come. If he doesn't want to come, he should do what suits him best. I won't begrudge anybody who doesn't want to come to Liverpool. But I think this is a very cheap and loaded ploy by Bayern Munich to destabilize Leverkusen and then get their manager to come and work for him. And if Xavi has any principles in life, he wouldn't leave Leverkusen after bumping these guys off their perch and going to Bayern Munich. Like you said rightly, Bayern Munich are a one-trick pony. When they see anybody is doing well, they just go and poach. But they've done it to Dortmund. They do it to everybody by going to flash cash. They don't pay. Bayern Munich don't pay better than Liverpool. We pay our manager 50 million euros a year. They cannot pay their manager 50 million euros. Check the league of clubs and how much they pay. I think Liverpool are the third highest paying club in Europe. So they can't match us for money. They can't. Liverpool supporters have been made to believe that we are a pauper club. We are not. We are actually one of the soundest financially managed sporting entities in Europe. As we speak today, Liverpool don't owe any money for player purchases. We own zilch, nothing, because the money that we used to buy the players in the summer, they have sold a portion of the club to cover it. So as much as we decry the attitude of FSG, they are very prudent financial managers. Go and check how much Arsenal owe. Go and check for all the money Arteta has spent. He only has an FA Cup to it, and a dog named Win. Right? For all the money Man City have spent money in the right places. You cannot say they haven't. They've won a boatload of EPL trophies, plus they won the treble last year. But of course, we all know that give them 18 months to 2 years at most, they'll be playing non-league football. So that they don't really bother me. So here's the thing. We have a situation where Klopp has said he's leaving, and like you said, something happened. It is only the people who believe in the tooth fairy believe that nothing happened. Something happened. And the reason why you know something happened was that Klopp hasn't even done, quotes, managerial rigor mortis, right? But they are going after the guy he quarreled with. I mean, if you don't believe that Klopp and Michael Edwards had a major fallout, then you don't believe anything, right? You believe that there's a guy up in the North Pole who loads a sled with flowers on reindeers and fucking drops them to chimneys. You believe that because something happened. And I think that something else happened during the summer. You see, you should listen to Klopp. Klopp is the kind of person who doesn't like basically throwing people under the bus or throwing situations under the bus, so to speak. But if you listen to Linders and you listen to Klopp and you piece the two, you get the picture. Recall that in Linders' last interview, he said the decision to end the project was made in the summer. Summer is between June and September. And Klopp told us he informed owners in November. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And then McAllister told us that the day Klopp told the players, he was sitting by Salah, and before Klopp said anything, Salah told him the manager was leaving. Piece all that together. Klopp had made a decision in the summer he was going because something happened. And I strongly suspect it was over players that he didn't get. It was probably over the Caicedo thing. Okay, that's it. I've had enough. I'm gone. Because if you remember, when Caicedo was announced as coming to Liverpool, he said, bring me the player. Don't tell me he's coming. Do you recall that press conference he had when he said, "Bring me the player, don't tell me he's coming," because he knew something about the Chelsea approach as well. So Klopp is fed up with asking for eggs and getting tofu. He's tired of that, right?
Yeah.
Asking for shrimp and getting Maggie cubes. He's tired of that. So he's just say, "Okay, fuck you, I'm gone. That's it, I'm done. Get somebody else you can play this idiotic game with." Thing is, FSG, if they wanted continuity, why didn't they hand over the team to Linders? Because Liverpool are not strangers to handing over the team to the assistant manager when the manager is leaving. We did it with Shankly, we did it with Paisley, we did it with Roy Evans, we did it with Joe Fagan. Why aren't they doing that? Because they want him and all his crew gone. That's it. Somewhere along the line, I have a strong suspicion that they are not very happy with Jurgen's popularity, where the fan base seem to think that they are always wrong and Jurgen is always right. They don't like that. I have a strong suspicion. Why would they be? They are still going after Michael Edwards. Why would they still be doing that? Klopp hasn't even left. So don't you think that is even, if I wanna hazard a statement, is even a little disrespectful? Don't you think?
Yeah, it's the whole Michael Edwards thing is a bit weird. Like, I think something obviously did happen between the two. Like, there was obviously something happened between the two. Probably a power struggle.
It was over
Man,
Henderson. It was over
yeah,
Henderson.
yeah.
Do you remember Paul
We know he
Gost
wanted Henderson to go. Yeah,
and what do you call it? Milner. Remember Paul Gost reported, Paul Gost actually wrote in the Times that Michael Edwards wanted to get Guimaraes and Enzo.
Yeah.
At that time, Enzo was a £15 million buy. And Klopp said no. He didn't want them. Michael Edwards had said, "Don't renew Hendo, don't renew Milner, and let's get these two in because they're good, promising players. Basically, let's flash over, let's refurbish the team." And Klopp basically went behind his back, went to the owners, blah blah blah, and the decision came down against Michael Edwards, and Michael Edwards was, "Okay, I'm packing up, I'm leaving." And in the end, that was a lousy decision by Klopp, which came back to bite him in the ass because he was fifth. Don't forget that Liverpool coming fifth meant that there was a 60 to 70 million euro hole in our finances, which the owners were not pleased about.
yeah,
So a lot of things. And remember, Klopp has been saying, "Well, in another dispensation, they would have gotten rid of me. I only have credit in the bank." Look, those guys gave him an ultimatum. You better get shit done this year, or we are bouncing you out. That's just what they did. Those venture capitalists, they are not sentimental. They don't give a crap. You lose the money, you walk the plank. That's it. If you are in that industry, you know that you are as good as how much money you made. That's how they see Klopp. Klopp has transformed the team. He's done a lot of good things. He's won a few trophies here and there. But then came the 60 to 70 million euro hole. And for them, it's a fucking load of money. That's it. They require that Liverpool are playing in the Champions League. They don't care whether you win or you don't win, but you must play, bring in the revenue. That's what they were upset about. So Klopp was like, hey, I ask you for stuff you don't give me, and you're now like, do this, do that. Okay, fuck it, I'm gone. End of story. That's it. A proud man, a man of principle. He's like, okay, stuff your team. I'm fucking gone. I have this new AI thing. Probably make billions out of it when we sell it. Go fuck yourself. I'm gone. I will reappear as the England manager sometime, or I'll reappear as the manager of another team. Who knows? Who fucking knows? Who can afford him? Who knows? So that is a picture. Hey, and for those of you in the chat who might get up and say, Uncle Albert is smoking cheap weed. I don't smoke. I'm asthmatic. I don't smoke. But I'm just thinking, just piecing stuff together based on all the years that I've been around and all the things that because I listen intently to the interviews. I pick everything that I should pick from what I hear, and I just piece it together. The stories don't add up. Klopp said, I told I told the owners in November. That's fact. Lender said we decided to end the project in the summer. So something happened. But Klopp did tell us. Remember, he told us that when we were thinking about what we were going to do in 2024, we were planning the summer of 2024. I suddenly said to myself, I'm not here. I'm not here anymore. What happened? Why would he say to himself, you sat in the meeting to plan 2024, and then at the meeting you decided that I don't want it anymore? Why? Because something happened. Somebody said something he didn't like. They didn't give him something he wanted, and that was it. It happens. And it's only people of principle who get up and say, okay, that's far no further. I'm gone. I left. And I can relate to it because I walked away from a very good job at 54, but before I turned like what 50, 52, I walked away because there was stuff happening that not that I wasn't happy about, but I just realized that it wasn't gonna change anything as far as my bottom line was. So it was better for me to take my retirement and walk, and it was the best decision I ever made. So it happens. Thing is, the club or the organization is bigger than you. Where I was working, they are bigger than me. So I am just one small smidgen in a potpourri of so many things that make things work. Liverpool must think same. We've had outstanding managers, outstanding players that some of you, the younger ones, will not believe the kind of players they were. If I ask any of the younger ones, do you know McLaurin? They will tell me they don't know him. He is the most outstanding man marker you can ever imagine. McLaurin, Gary Gillespie. Do you remember them? Gary Gillespie, McLaurin. We talk about Alisson today. How many of you know Bruce Grobbelaar? He was in the post for 14 years. He won 5 European Cups, but his time came, he went. Everything is dynamic. On the day, touch wood, on the day I meet my maker, I'm hoping that I don't go with Liverpool. So Liverpool is a big team. We will move on. We will survive. One of the things I find very difficult to handle is the overarching fetish about Klopp. Klopp did a very, very good job. Like he said, he turned us from doubters to believers. But there are also chinks in his record. Like he hasn't won enough trophies. Klopp has been in 5 European finals. He's won only 1. That's not good enough. Mourinho has been in 6 European finals. He's won 5. The only one he didn't win was this lousy one he lost because of the refereeing decisions of Andrew Medley or whatever it is. It's not Medley, it's the other guy. It's not Michael Oliver, it's the other baldy twat. Yeah, him.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So he's won 5 out of 6 finals. Even if he has a 50% record as a manager in Europe, we have 8 European titles. That puts us second behind Real Madrid. So, somebody else will come and do better. At least we hope. Somebody else will come and do better. Let's look at it that way. What we know, the known, is that by the end of May, we should have a manager in place. Like you said, I strongly suspect that they already have their man based on the way they operate. I suspect that what they don't have now is the sporting director. They should get one. That's a dime a dozen. They can come and get me if they want. All I'll do is tell them to do what they know, right? It's not that hard. So get yourself a sporting director and let's move on. I also suspect that FSG do not want to give any manager the kind of clout that Klopp has. Again, that's the reason why they are trying to get Michael Edwards back, right? And Michael Edwards is trying to be basically a dickhead, asking for more and more. They shouldn't give him more and more either. Don't give him the order of Liverpool, because you will end up solving one problem and creating another little monster that we don't want. A corporate organization should be seamless. People should be working in sync. In fact, it's better to have everybody there disagreeing all the time, because people are careful the kind of decisions they make. After Klopp got all the power in the world that he wanted, we came fifth. And he had to rejig himself and say, oh, look at the mistake I made. How many managers do you know who gutted their whole midfield? Make no mistake, Klopp was very, very happy to see Henderson go this year. He was happy to see Fabinho go. He was happy to see all the other lots, that Keita and all the other fruitcakes that left. He was very happy to see them go. Yeah. Reason is, he knew that they were endangering his job. Why didn't he let Luis Diaz go when the offers came in for him? Because he didn't want him to go. He said no. Why didn't he let Mo Salah go? He said no. Reason is, he knew those who were pulling the team back. And we all know he actually had a chat with Jordan Henderson and told him, you're not going to play as much as you did this year. Remember when Klopp made that very crude joke about the captain getting into the way of a goal-bound free kick? Yeah. He knew what we all know. You know, sometimes we don't give him the credit he deserves. I bet you one fine day we will discover that Klopp has always been on our chats and on the social media stuff, that he listens intently, or he has people. He told us he listens to TalkSport. Why will you listen to TalkSport and not follow what the Liverpool fan base say? He follows it intently. You will notice that there are days when we critique his selection and we say, put this person in, put this person in, put that person in, and the lineup comes and it's exactly what we're saying he should do. It's not happenstance. He's not an idiot. He has built himself that following because he knows how to do what the supporters want. Yeah. I think it's unfortunate he's going, despite my criticisms of him, because this year he has hit the nail on the head, and I am in the firm belief, mark it anywhere, that we will win the league. I am in the firm belief that we will beat Man City on Sunday. At the very least, we will get a draw. If we get a draw, it's not the end of the world, because Man City will beat Arsenal. Mark it anywhere. They will smash them at the Etihad, that lousy lot. So whatever happens, it will end up working in our favor. We will win the league. Klopp will have a swan song, beautiful swan song, and we move on from there.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. There you go, guys. You wanted to hear from Uncle Albert. He's just told you what he thinks, guys. So thank you very much, Albert. Appreciate that, man.
Thank you, my brother. It was so nice for you to bring me on. I appreciate you, bro. And I appreciate all of you in the chat, man. It will be well. Don't fret too much. We've been around for a long time. I've been around for a long time. Liverpool will always do well. Through all the changing scenes of Liverpool, you know, we are Liverpool. We are Liverpool. We are the best supported team in the English Premier League. We are a religion unto ourselves. We'll be fine. Don't worry. We'll be good. Even if Uncle Albert is announced as the coach, don't worry. If I'm the manager, I'll buy you anything you want, right? I'll come on Jamie Phillips. I say, who do you want as DM? Let's have a poll. Let's take somebody. Let's go get Bellingham back. Operation Bring Bellingham back. Guys, take it easy. It is well. Don't worry. We'll be fine. Thank you, Jamie.
Guys. We're going to get out of here because it's 10 to 2 in the morning my time. So we are going to get out of here. Late night video. It's been a good one, guys. Appreciate it. Guys, so some big news as well, which was breaking while we were live, that apparently Mo Salah's going to be back in training tomorrow. So
you know this. Know this. So let imagine this. Kelleher, Bradley, Konate, VVD, either Gomez or Robbo, Endo, Schmendo, Endo-san in the middle, Mac on the left side, Zoboslai back on the right, playing behind Salah, Nunes, and Diaz. Man City better set up. They have some shit coming, baby. They have shit coming, baby. Set up. This ain't going to be no Man City, from Rodri to Foden to what's his face, Bernardo Silva, whilst everybody stands looking at them. This is going to be shit. You guys better sit up. It's be a lot of shit.
That's the team, man. That's the team. That's the team. I'm looking forward to seeing a midfield of Endo, McAllister, and Szoboszlai.
It will be wild.
We haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen it yet. I'm looking forward to it, man.
Coming to a cinema near you, bro. Coming to a cinema, coming attraction to a cinema near you.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Right, guys.
Sunday is going to be like the OK Corral. It will be a fight at the Alamo, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait for Sunday.
And I'm also looking for the Bradley Doku battle.
Yeah, Doku's shit, man. So
you can always predict what he'll do. He'll twirl around like a synchronized swimmer with those ribbons in his hair, and then when he finishes, he's just dispossessed. That's all he does.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's Endo time, guys. Everyone knows this. It's Endo time, man.
It's Endo time, bro.
Getting now. You know, with Taro Endo, he's even getting respect from the rivals now. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening.
Jamie, I am one of the biggest culprits, man. What I said about that guy was really nasty, man. And I'm not
him from day one, man. I've backed him from day one.
And I know you backed him from day one. And let me also give you your flowers on Ugarte. He is shit.
Yeah.
He is absolutely dross, like shitty dross, man. And like you said, he's always on the floor. I don't know whether he's a sloth or a bush baby or a worm. He's always on the fucking floor, man.
Yeah, he is, man. He is, man. Now, look, I think when Liverpool go into the transfer market, they do it as good as anybody, man. They got particular people they look for, and they work well, man. Darwin Núñez as well. You know, Darwin Núñez starting to get respect. People are seeing what he brings to the game now. Darwin's a good footballer, man. It's a good footballer.
Darwin is a good footballer. He seems to have the composure thing under control. He seems to have imbibed the Liverpool culture now, and he's going to be something else, man. Kid is going to be something else. He is, and you know, I say this, that the day we win the league, and it will come, we will look back on the day he came in and took Newcastle apart. That was the day. That was the day. Because the Liverpool of last season would have completely capitulated. It would have been 2-3-0 by the time we finished. Remember what happened at Brentford and Brighton? He just came in, took the game by the scruff of the neck, and it was like, okay, boom, done. Right? Against Newcastle on New Year's Day, even though he didn't score, he had 8 sitters, and he made the 2 central defenders of Newcastle, Fabian Schär, and the other guy, the Dutch guy, I've forgotten his name. He made them work. They worked so hard, it wasn't even funny. Against Chelsea, I was there. He made the central defenders work so hard, they didn't even have time to spit. So what Darwin gives you is just more than scoring goals. And you actually should see him live in the flesh. He's an awesome footballer. We should be glad we have him. And on Sunday, what will happen will happen. Remember what happened in the Charity Shield? What we did to them in the Charity Shield? That was the before he got sent off against Crystal Palace. Remember how well he played?
Yeah, I think Darwin might get the winner. I think Darwin might get the winner on Sunday.
Don't be surprised if he runs riot on them and gets 2 or 3 goals.
City are not good defensively either. You know, you can get him
because Pep sets his team to simply attack you and stifle you in the press in the front. He plays 3-2-4-1. That's how he plays. So those 4 people 4 midfielders play like a 3/4 setting up there, and they simply just stifle you. So if you are able to put the ball over the top for a runner, they are in trouble. So what we shouldn't do under any circumstances is go and play high up the field, because if you play high up the field, they shift 15 yards to the bottom and then leave Haaland as a runner or use Foden wide. Don't give them that. They don't give them that pleasure. Let's have them in a mid block and let's put the balls over the top and let Ruben Diaz run with Darwin Núñez and let's see what happens next.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. I'm looking forward to it. But guys, look, we're out of here. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. I do appreciate it.
Thank you, Jamie.
Yeah.
Take care.
No worries, man. No
Bye-bye.
worries. And I'll be back tomorrow, guys, with more, obviously, Liverpool shows, more chat, more talk. We'll probably do something in the Mo Salah situation tomorrow, chatting about him coming back to training. Hopefully that is the case. He's coming back to training. We'll talk about the situation with Mo Salah. Should he play on Thursday to get some game time? You just arrest him completely for Sunday. So maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow. Look out for it, guys. Big up to everyone. Thanks for Albert coming on. I'm really sorry that Frank couldn't come on. I don't know what happened. He just wasn't in the green room. I couldn't get him up. I don't know if it was something his end or my end, but we'll get Frank on the show soon. Don't worry about that. But big up to everyone. Don't forget to hit the likes and subscribe. We've done 2 hours here tonight. You got 2 hours of my time. Plus, guys, I've just hit 5,200 subscribers. So big up for everyone making that happen. I do appreciate it. So tonight we just hit 5,200 subscribers. So we're on our way to 6K. Big up to everyone. Thank you very much for making that happen. I do appreciate it. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow. More chat, more rumours probably to talk about. Who knows what they're to chat about. But big up, guys. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your night. Bye-bye.